Hi everyone. Today we're going to continue lesson 5-6 in our textbook, finding percent of increase, but this time it's a markup. A markup is the difference between the selling price of an item and what it cost the store. The percent of markup is a percent of increase. You use the percent of change formula. So the same formula with proportions that we used in the last section. Pause the video, make sure you write down the vocabulary markup. The example is from page 203 in our textbook. An electronics store sells sets of walkie-talkies for $14.85 each. The store sells them, each set, for $19.90 each. What is the percent markup? Well, a store has to make money. A store only stays in business if it can make money. So if they order something, it costs them $14.85 for the walkie-talkies. To sell them, they can't sell it at $14.85 or they wouldn't make any money. So the store sells it for $19.90. What is the percent of markup this is? Well, all we have to know is the difference between what they bought it for and how much they sold it. And then you divide that by the original amount. And then we have the same proportion with the percent of change over 100 on the right-hand side like we've had in the other problems. Okay, if we look at the numerator, it says the amount of change. What is that? Well, we have to see the amount of change between what they bought it for and what they sold it for. So that's right here. They sold it for $19.90. It cost them $14.85. The difference is $5.05. That's our amount of change. So we put the $5.05 in the numerator. The denominator is the original amount, what they paid for it originally, and that's the $14.85. We don't know the percent, so we use a variable. We're going to use the letter K. And remember, percent is always over 100. So we set up our proportion. This shows that we cross multiply 505 times 100 equals 1485 times K. When we do that, we get 505 equals 14.85 K. We have to divide each side by 14.85. Because we want to get K by itself. And we find that K equals 34. And we have to remember that that's a 34%. Because we're looking for percent of markup. So there's a 34% markup on the walkie-talkies. Okay, let's practice a problem together. This is Quick Check, page 203. Find the percent markup for a $17.95 headset that's marked up to $35.79. Okay, remember, always write your formula down first. The formula is the amount of the change over the original price equals the percent, which we don't know, so I'm going to use the letter K, over 100. Remember, percent is always over 100. Now all we have to do is fill in the blanks and cross multiply. To find the amount of change, we have to subtract $35.79 minus $17.95. We find the difference to find the change, and we should get $17.84. So we take that change and put it in the numerator, and the original price before we marked it up was $17.95. That was the store's cost, and that equals K over 100. Now we can cross multiply and find K. When we do that, we get 17.95 K equals 1785. But they don't want 17.95 K, they just want K. So let's divide 17.95 on each side to get K by itself. And when we do that, we get K equals 99.44%. So there's almost 100% markup on the headsets. That means they almost double their price, and that's their profit. 99.44% is the markup, percent markup on the headsets. Now it's your turn. A pair of jeans was $22. But then it was marked up to $33. Find the percent of the markup. Bring this tomorrow.